EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visitors' sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys are no secret. They're playing for pride at this point. Just one victory on what has largely been a forgettable season. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Out of the gun, Smith. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A tough season for them to this point. And here's part of the reason why. You see the injuries have left them shorthanded in prior weeks, and that's the case again here in this one.
Brandon, great teams can overcome injuries and keep their seasons on track, but sometimes even the great teams have injuries that are just too numerous and they affect the wrong group of guys, the guys who actually lead their ball club, and it's just tough to get past them. This team is struggling with that.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Now Geno. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it in.
Incomplete. The coverage by Micah McFadden.
On the handoff, it's Laube. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
By Micah McFadden. That's a gain of 3. It's third.
From the gun, here's Smith. He'll try and do this himself. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Throwing now is Geno. He lets it go deep from there. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
42 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
This offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle trouble for them. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
And had 4 of those picks led to the loss.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants first down.
Throwing, dart. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Geno now to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 57 yards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. It's supposed to be able to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Here's Dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Dart. Robinson hauling it in outright. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Third down and 9.
Dart from the gun on third down. That's right. And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down. Max Crosby. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with brilliance. Most quarterbacks will tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raiders offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. He's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Smith. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Trying to connect with Zamir White there. And it's 3rd and short. You talk about this giant defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And the Giants.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down. A gain of 16.
On play action. Here's Dart.
First down, New York.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping it for the loss.
Get down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. He finds Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running left is Tracy. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. To throw is Dart. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And the Giants are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 40-yard line.
And the Giants first down. First and goal, Giants.
Tracy trying the right side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there, unfortunately.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like a little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7.
To kick off for New York.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 27-yard line.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Given 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. The Raiders have 4-11 on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not showing much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up
a shotgun snap for Smith.
At the 28-yard line.
That's caught by Tucker. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Raiders first down.
They run straight ahead here with White. And able to work his way down to the 16. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Going with White here. Toss left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Raider first down.
Smith. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately,
Jack Dash from 13 yards out. And the Raiders are able to move back in front.
when you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
22 yards. And the Giants first down.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Landon Roberts there on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's
Now Dart.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Johnson's got it complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Giants first down.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw, Dart. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Throwing his Dart. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down.
A loss of 9 yards. It's now 4th down.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Smith. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Tucker. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Here's Smith. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. And he broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. To throw now, Dart. That's complete to Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Second and 3.
From the gun, Dart over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
For the Giants field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. So halftime here out. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. So he shifts past him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Dart going to look to throw here. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On the play. And the Giants first down.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the gig, it's Tracy. Gets past one man. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And the Giants first down.
Throwing his Dart. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's out quickly to Howard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Giants first down.
Here's Dart. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one too wide and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Smith. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Smith now to throw. Open man is Tucker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn on field and gain any yardage.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Able to avoid him. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now out come the Giants. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Giants, 1st down.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just...
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, Head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair, watching a Tuesday night college game, and decided to implement it myself.
Makes the score Giants 21, Raiders 14.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. A nice little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
42-yard line.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Throwing now is Geno. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Now Geno. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Dash, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to them.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants going to take over again on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. To the air, Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
To throw is Dart. He has Hyatt over the middle. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, Dart. And that one to the right side and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Dart. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New York.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question...
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Tyrone Tracy with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Cano now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 4 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Raider first down. 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
8 of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
To the air again, Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, at least at first glance, as he spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They go with White on the counter. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Smith. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Gino now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jack Bush, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Dart. That's complete to Slayton. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw, Dart. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Here's Tracy.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
On the run is Tracy.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Here now, second and goal. Right back to Tracy.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Now it's Tracy.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Gano's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here is Geno Smith and the Raiders. Down 31-28, 25 seconds remaining.
Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Another try, second and 10 now. Smith's going to throw it. Pass complete right side to Bowers.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Las Vegas.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Giants,
they pick up just their second win on the year to up their record to 2-14.
and for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.